Hey, welcome back, everybody. It is Matthew, and we are continuing on with the much anticipated Series 4 of the WWF LJN Wrestling Superstars poster review videos. So, I would like to start off by thanking all of the viewers. My last video did get me to over 100 views in less than a 24-hour period. That is so amazing for my channel. I do take a lot of pride in that, and I do thank you guys. Your support does mean the world to me. With Series 4, I'm just kind of looking at the figures on the shelf. It looks like Jim Brunzell on single card, the Killer Bees, Jim Brunzell on single poster, the Killer Bees on tag team poster, the Hart Foundation on tag team poster, Jim the Anvil Neidhart on single poster, and Vince McMahon are the only posters I don't have from Series 4. So at least we have majority, and that's what's important. So the first one from Series 4 from the 1987 release is not only one of my all-time favorite LJN figures, but is actually one of my all-time favorite posters as well, and it is Billy Jack Haynes. That is just an overall fantastic look for a poster. You know, it's not anything super flashy or anything like that, but I mean, it just absolutely works. Again, a great poster to go along with an absolutely fantastic figure. And I kind of feel like sometimes characters that many people don't gravitate towards or don't really think the world of, like your Billy Jack Haynes, like your Outback Jack, etc., maybe even Coco Beware to an extent, people that don't really take too much of a shine to seem to get some of the best products made. And maybe they do that intentionally because they know that it may not sell as well if they didn't have the best pose or the best products available. But Billy Jack Haynes poster review, absolutely remarkable. And I love the initials right there on his jacket. I don't know, it kind of looks like leather from here, but it also kind of looks like it's made out of like a garbage bag or something. But I mean, that's just a fantastic look. I absolutely love that one. Is a top 10 poster for me? I would say yes, without actually going through all of them one by one. But if not a top 10, I would say at least top 15. Now, this one is so funky that I would have to say that he'd have to be a top 10 poster, and it is Adrian Adonis. So, the adorable one himself. Absolutely fantastic. Again, I absolutely love Adrian Adonis and his wrestling matches with Hulk Hogan because, why? He always shows up in this outfit, and Hulk Hogan always takes the scarf, chokes him out, and beats him up with it. I'm like, why do you enter the ring with clothing that's basically going to be used against you? Adorable Adrian Adonis. When I first saw the figure, I wasn't crazy about it. In fact, I may have hated it. But after a while of kind of getting used to it, the figure ended up in my top 20 of favorite LJNs. And the poster, kind of the same way. Didn't really care about it too much. But after a while, kind of looking at that detail and really appreciating the artwork, it's got to be a top 10 poster for me. I absolutely love this. This is incredible. Overall look is amazing. Now, do they have the exact same poster in the Series 5 re-release? I would assume they do. How does the Series 6 Black Card re-release of Adrian Adonis look? Does it still contain the same blue poster, or is it on a black poster? I would assume it would be on a black poster, but again, I haven't actually seen another version. This is the only Adrian Adonis I've ever come across. I've tried researching it, but again, this is the only thing I've ever come across. So, for the sake of argument, unless someone can correct me, I'm going to assume that this is the only version out there. Adrian Adonis. One I was super thrilled to get. I really wanted this to be a tag team, but if all I could get is single poster, I'm ecstatic to have it. And it is the B. Brian Blair from the Killer Bees. Absolutely amazing. And to be honest, any tag team, I mean, it doesn't have to be Heart Foundation, Killer Bees, Strike Force, etc. Even getting something like Iron Sheik and uh, Hillbilly Jim and Hogan and Nikolai Volkov, guys that may not be your Bulldogs and I don't know who else is out there. I'm just kind of looking at the shelf. I think I pretty much mentioned everybody already, but they don't have to be your bona fide tag teams. Hillbilly with Hogan and Volkov and Sheik. They don't really come up with any fancy name. It's just simply Sheik and Volkov. And when I say fancy name, I'm talking Strike Force, Killer Bees, Heart Foundation, something that just sounds good coming off the tongue. These posters are so difficult to come across, and when you do find them, they're just so expensive. I actually think this one, I don't remember what I paid on this one. If I had to guess, gun to the head, what did you pay for it? I would say $40 or $50 maybe. Guessing. It could be a whole lot more. It could be, somewhat less. I don't remember. But I wasn't thrilled for paying that for these type of posters, but wanting to have as many of these posters for these type of videos as possible to have something to show for you guys. It's important for me to try and acquire as many as I can. And the B. Brian Blair poster, to me, it's a fantastic one. Absolutely love the look of the poster, and it gives you a much better idea of what B. Brian Blair actually looks like, because I don't remember him. Like, I remember Killer Bees. I know the name and everything. I just don't remember his face or anything like that. So, a whole lot better than what you would actually see in the actual action figure itself. I don't have Jim Brunzell, and I don't have the tag team of Killer Bees. So, we are skipping on to the next poster, which I actually threw out a Hail Mary for this poster and didn't really expect to win. And in fact, I kind of bid on my wife's account because I couldn't access the computer, or I couldn't access the internet from my cell phone. So I used her data, and I guess she logged in onto her account, and I wasn't able to log in under mine. So I didn't even know I had even won this until like several days later. And I had logged in on her account from my phone, and I saw that I'd won. I'm like, oh shoot. Yeah. I like I said, I kind of threw out a Hail Mary just trying to see if I'd win. To be honest, I really wasn't expecting to, and I'm kind of mad that I did, because you never want to pay that kind of money for a poster like this. I mean, I felt like you could have gotten 2 mint Heart Foundation action figures with championship belt for that price, and then some. But you are talking about one of the most rare pieces of the entire collection. Uh, I don't care if it's not a mint on card figure. Just the poster in of itself, whether it's Jim Neidhart or Bret Hart, on individual poster or double poster, tag team poster, these posters are so massively expensive. It's insane. And to own at least one is so important. And one of the biggest flaws that I find with this poster, and it just, the second you put this poster up, it just jumps right out at you. I mean, what? There's not even a question about, like, how do you misspell the name Brett? I'm sure there's probably someone in the world who spells their name with 2 T's. I mean, heck, I'm sure there's people in the world who spell Matthew with 1 T, but in general, you would think that's a relatively simple spelling, and to misspell that. But then again, I mean, look at how they spelled McMahon on, the Carter figures. So just kind of deviate from this Hitman real quick. I want to walk over here real quick because I bought a couple of these customs a few weeks ago, and just kind of looking at these, how they mesh up with the poster, I just thought that was kind of awesome. And I don't remember who I got these from. I think I bought a number of these figures, and I just put these over here because, you know, Jim and Owen, and of course multiple Jim and Brett figures. So I like that poster, that how it meshes up well with those particular customs. So yes, based on the character, based on the value of this figure, based on this value of the poster, of course, this has got to be one of the greatest poster, if not the number one poster for me. Yeah, I mean, I think value alone is probably makes this the number one poster. But even if we weren't going off value, it's just a great look from one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. Now, this character has an absolute horrible action figure. He has a good accessory, but he has a fantastic poster. I absolutely love this. This is an amazing addition for the poster collection, and it's Bob Orton. You know, a little bit of a flaw. Well, actually, is that a flaw? I don't know. I can't really tell if that's part of the poster design or if... Nah, it looks like it's kind of damaged. I don't know. But whatever. When it's up on the ledge, nobody really notices anyways, so... Cowboy Bob Orton, again. Bad figure, awesome poster. One of those posters, I think, is in my top 10 among my favorites. So, they did do something right with the designs of the posters. And as you know, guys, when I'm on the cell phone camera, there's very limited storage space on here. So every now and then when I start hovering around 12, 15 minutes, I got to speed up some because I don't want to risk running out of time. So a very good to decent post figure for Jake Roberts, and another, in my opinion, top 10 poster. Absolutely love the character growing up. One of my all-time favorites, an absolute legend, and a perfect poster. And Damien, I mean, that's... Look at the details of that snake there. That is insane. Python. I actually bought a variant, and I just got it the other day, where Jake Roberts doesn't have the snakes on his pants. And when I do my next LJN review video, I'm going to show that. And so I'm kind of excited and looking forward to that one. So this is the Jake the Snake Roberts poster. You might think it's simple, but it really isn't. Again, probably one of my all-time favorites. One of the most saddest deaths comes from someone that I think that we were all crazy about as kids, and it's Elizabeth. Absolutely loved her as a kid. Always hated the way it seemed that Macho Man treated her, but I mean, it's kind of sucks that I don't have her side by side with Macho Man on the shelf or on the ledge over here. But again, I try to keep these in order of not only the display, but the way that they were kind of laid out in the website. I believe it was called Cardboard. So that's how I have the figures situated, and that's how I keep everything else lined up. Very simple poster. Is it one of my favorites? I wouldn't say one of my favorites, but I would say it's a great poster. You know, nothing wrong with it. A fantastic addition, no doubt. Now, a perfect figure, and it has a perfect poster to boot. Kamala is one of those characters. I don't care what toy line you go through. Legends of Professional Wrestling, Jakks Classic Superstars, even with the fused legs from Hasbro, Kamala always gets perfect figures made. I may hate the fused legs on action figures, but I mean, the Kamala figure, even from Hasbro, is still a great figure, and LJN produced possibly the greatest action figure of all time when they came out with the Kamala figure. You can actually get these accessories with the spear and mask made, but I mean, obviously they're custom accessories. I got them for my Hasbro, but I haven't gotten them for the LJN. But I probably will do that at some point in my life. And can you actually see his face a little bit in there? That is so cool. I mean, just look at that. Just look at the graphics. Just the details throughout. So amazing. And I talked about how, like, when this guy used to come to the ring, he used to pin him. He used to do, like, a little belly flop while the guys were face down. So he would basically belly flop, land on their back and try. Then he'd, like, roll them over a few times and try to pin them while they're, face down. And he'd have to roll them over a few more times. And then they'd still be face down. He'd try to pin them until he finally gets them on their back and pins them the right way. Hercules. A decent figure and a really solid poster overall. Absolutely love the whole Roman warrior type thing right here. The little gladiator look to the figure and to the poster. So, is this a top 10 poster? I don't know if I'd put it in my top 10 favorite. I absolutely love it, no doubt. I probably put him in the top 15 among my favorites. I think with the more posters we go through, it's going to be harder and harder to determine, top 10, top 15. But this is a fantastic piece. And I think, again, as we go through more and more, he'd probably fall out of top 15. But just a overall fantastic look. We still got a few more posters. And we're hovering around 17 minutes right now. So we're probably going to be at about 22, 23 minutes by the time this video ends. So I don't know. Hopefully this video won't cut out on me and it'll get the whole video in. Now this is a perfect poster. Absolutely love Harley Race. The figure, if only he had a better fighting pose, his figure would be outstanding. But the poster itself, fantastic look with the crown and robe. This poster is elite. I think this not only would be in my top 10, I think this poster would have to be among my top 5 favorite posters. Maybe even a top 3 favorite poster. This is definitely a highlight piece for me. Harley Race. Absolutely fantastic. Alright. Oh man, I wish I didn't have the sniffles all the time. It's so frustrating. Alright. The Birdman. Get my stupid finger out of the way. So Coco Beware. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of Coco Beware. Like, I may have liked him as a kid, but this is probably because I just didn't know any better. Just watching him as an adult, though, I mean, the man is terrible. He's not a superstar. He's not a good wrestler. I just like he's someone that kind of like showboats a little bit, but not anyone that like you're like super flashy, super talented. No one that you picture as like heavyweight champion or intercontinental champion type, anything like that. Yeah, you kind of pair him with like Owen Hart, try to make, spruce him up a little bit, try to make him something special, but he is basically jobber level. And why he's received so much love, Royal Rumble contestant, all of these, everything from Jack's Classic Superstars to LJN to Hasbro. I mean, he has action figures galore, and I'm like, why? And it's got to be the bird accessory. Obviously, figures that come with accessories, I think, are going to sell like crazy because the simple fact that the accessory is so valuable in so many collectors' eyes. This is a fantastic poster. Again, Another poster I would have to say would probably be in my top 5, possibly. Maybe if he doesn't make the top 5, maybe in the top 10